Welcome to the Glenn Beck program. Oh, the attack-o-meter was off the charts this weekend. I found out from Time Magazine that I hate Jesus. That was the headline. Why does Glenn Beck hate Jesus? Excuse me? But that was only the beginning of the attacks. I was going to respond today, and then I saw Press Secretary Robert Gibbs pull a Joe Namath and guarantee health care and education by next week. And one phrase that I've said over and over jumped out at me, and that is, what's the other hand doing? Tonight we watch The Other Hand. Remember, these guys are always smoke and mirrors. White House, Washington, all your little buddies, just know we're staying focused on health care until there's a stake in its heart. These three words right here, faith, hope, and charity, they are falsely being used against us. But the proper understanding, these three words will save us. Come on, let's go. Hello, America. Faith, hope, and charity. These are three paintings that I did, and a friend of mine, Paula Hawkins, did over the Christmas vacation. Last fall, I sketched these out, and I knew they would play a role. I didn't know exactly why. I unveiled them officially for the studio here last Friday. And I knew they would play a big role this year, but I wasn't sure exactly how until this weekend. Faith, hope, and charity. If you're going to destroy America, if you're going to heal something, how do you do it? If you're going to destroy something, this administration is saddling our country with more debt, more entitlement programs, more spending than you can imagine. It's clear we're becoming something that we are not. We have never been a nation that just jams it through no matter what the public says. We've never been a nation that believes in a free lunch. We've never been a nation that asks for a hand out instead of a hand up. These posters and these men, Samuel Adams, George Washington, and Ben Franklin, this is who we are. Hope. Hope. What other country on the planet, better yet, what other country in the history of the planet has inspired so many people to risk their life and limb just to get here? Remember, do we have the video of the people coming off the boats? Just a chance to have a better life. There's not even a guarantee of anything. It's just a chance. People don't take their families through shark-infested waters on a raft because they're searching for a handout. They just want a chance. You've heard it a million times. These people came for the hope of a better life. They know in America all you need is a dream and some elbow grease. Anything is possible in this country. Last I checked, no one's floating on their way just to get a chance to get to Cuba or to China or to Venezuela. No. Hope. Hope has always come from America. Now, how do we provide hope? Well, the cornerstone of our hope has always been here. Faith. This is Samuel Adams. Read the book A Life, Samuel Adams. My gosh, this is incredible. Adams felt America was put together by divine providence. All of them did, all of them. They relied on divine providence. And with a firm reliance on divine providence, we mutually pledged to each other our lives, our fortunes, and our sacred honor. God played an instrumental role. He was the one to have faith in. Not any of these guys, not George Washington. In fact, George Washington said, "It is the duty of all nations to acknowledge the providence of Almighty God, to obey His will, to be grateful for His benefits, and to humbly implore His protection and favor." Have we humbly implored God for His protection and favor? And then there's charity. Charity. Ben Franklin invented the potbelly stove, and he gave it away so everyone could have it. But it was his choice. This guy didn't say, let's set the government up so we could take his invention away. He gave it of his own free will. And that tradition has continued. When there was an earthquake or a tsunami, when there is hunger and poverty, who comes? There is no other country in the history of the world that has been more charitable than America. Name the country that giving is such a way of life that we are. Name a country that is more generous than America. Is it France? Is it Spain? Is it Germany? China? Faith, hope, and charity. They're not just the essential teachings of Christ, but they are the essential teachings of our founders. I said something a long time ago, way back when I was still living in the world, where Marxism has been discredited. There's no one left that believes in that fantasy land, that period of your life. I was way back then, I said that America could never be destroyed from the outside. I remember the day I said it because it was September 11th. And people were freaking out, and I was on my radio program, and I said, militarily, there is no equal. Don't worry. If the world tries to attack us, we decided we're not going to bother with smart bombs. We'd control the world in a heartbeat, but that's not who we are. Don't worry. The only way to destroy America is to rot it from the inside. Collapse our system from the inside. It's got to be one of us that brings us to our knees. When I said that, I was trying to give hope to people. But I didn't have the full truth, because little did I know that there were people, our own countrymen, who are already here on the inside who actually want to do that, bring our country to its knees. That's insanity. And they're doing it with these three things: faith, hope, and charity. That sounds crazy too. I mean, who can possibly attack hope or charity? Who can attack faith? Well, actually, faith they've been doing for a while, and you know that. You can't sing Christmas carols anymore. Instead, our kids learn about the wonders of the winter solstice. And Al Gore is the new pope. You can't have those evil 10 commandments at the courthouse steps. No, thou shalt not murder. That's too controversial. Thou shalt not lie or covet somebody else's goods. No, that's crazy talk. And, of course, we can't have that offensive God word on our money anymore. Who would spend time attacking faith? The overwhelming majority, religious or not, are not offended by God. I'm not offended by your religion. I hope you're not offended by mine. Is it teaching you to kill somebody? Well, then I got a problem with it. The progressive left, however, has a problem with this man's religion, Christianity. He's had a problem. They have a real problem with that. Rosie O'Donnell thinks Christians are evil. It's funny, the same people who are attacking me right now, remember Time magazine, Glenn Beck hates Jesus? Progressives are the ones that say, you've got to rot America from the inside. You have to be inside in order to bring her down. It has been the plan the whole time. Make progress, baby steps. Well, progress from where to what? From the Constitution to a democracy. We're not a democracy. So now that it's happening, why is America surprised? They've been clear for 100 years. Radical progressives are infecting America by deceiving unsuspecting people on their true intentions. We saw it last week on the Defend Education rallies. Now, here they are rallying, defend education. Well, who wants to? You're attacking education? Yeah, I want everybody to be dummies. Really? But if you go to their website and you start looking, just browse their website, you're suddenly in a Marxist hot zone. They can't win people over with Marxism, so they have to resort to deception. This is all about education. No, it's not. No, it's not. Why did I put George Washington here as hope? I put him here because without the truth, there is no hope. It's false hope. The president says that the worst is behind us right now.
Experts from across the political spectrum warn that if we did not act, we might face a second depression. So we acted immediately and aggressively. And 1 year later, the worst of the storm has passed.
I hope to God he's right. I really do. But I was reading today in the newspaper something that the left has mocked me for, because I said we're going to lose our AAA status, which means our interest rate on our loans is going to go through the roof. Here's the article here. UK, US move closer to losing rating, Moody's said.